Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go!
Third! The Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you're going to get the Coffin spin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Happy Wednesday night to one and all here, and welcome to the Mike the Ref Twitch stream for our AEW Dynamite Sidecast. This is going to be a lot of fun. Twas the Dynamite before Double or Nothing and all through the house. The creatures are lurking. We even get to see a louse. Well, Moxley. The championships were hung from the ceiling with care, even though there's no ladder match for us to be there. For this weekend will be excitement. There will be a thriller. But unfortunately for us Canadians, we can't get it on Triller. I think that's one of the two biggest deals that I've gotten so far this week in terms of what's going on here. Once of all, welcome everybody. That rhyme came to my head, so I thought, why not get it said? Yes, there's rhyming all the time, and, you know, we're going to have too many people sitting on the pine if we got that problem here, but one, it looks like I'm probably going to have to watch this pay-per-view on Amazon Prime, which isn't a problem. I can still watch it off my TV the same way. We have the same, I got the same app for my Roku TV. It's fine. Just the cost usually goes up in that case. But the other big news is the announcement of All Out coming to Toronto. It is, for those that are watching from the States or from around the world and wondering, oh, Mike, you should go. You're real close. I'm like, all right, for you Americans, that's like asking somebody in LA to go check out something in Philadelphia or Atlanta, maybe a better way to put it. It's half a country away. Like, come on now. Let's get a little smart. Hey, Nick, how you doing here? Good to see you, my friend. Get that all? Well, it's just next door. You know, just go. It's right there. You idiot. Yeah, exactly. Everyone assumes all Canadians are in trouble. The other thing is when, which one was it? Was Wrestle Talk this morning I was watching, and they dropped the news about All In being announced in Toronto, and they started popping out a French accent. Yeah, let's talk about All Out. Yeah, the two big news stories as far as I'm concerned this week. Non-wrestling, not directly wrestling related, have to be the announcement of All Out coming to Toronto, and Triller not covering the pay-per-view now, so I'm going to have to watch it on Amazon Prime instead. Yeah. Just trying to avoid that. You're going to go? Hey, I think a lot of people are going to decide to go. It is and it's not, Nick. There was some issues last year around this time about, I think the pay-per-view deal is the biggest thing. Remember they were having that problem with Tony Khan wanted that combo deal for All In and All Out, and they decided not to. They decided they didn't want to do that deal, so it's sort of Tony Khan's like, yeah, I want to do this deal. I want to do this deal, and Triller's like, no, we're not doing it. Finally, we started getting some of these deals going, right? So I think it's more the fact that I think Tony Khan honestly did want to get a Triller deal going where it's going to be, where it would be Double or Nothing and All in one package. And I think Triller just said no, and fine. Tony said, fine, fuck you. I've dealt with you enough times. So, and ppv.com, I don't know if I can get that app on my TV. That's the thing. Like for those that aren't familiar with this setup, I have my two screens here. This one has my Twitch chat over on my right. My OBS is right next to you guys. Even though I do have a chat screen on here, I do have a backup right over here. Hey, Nat, it's good to see you. And then I got my TV over here where I play my games and also watch wrestling. So, I can move things around. I do have big enough monitors. Yeah, they did say it's going to be available on YouTube internationally as well. I think I'm going to try Amazon this week just to see how it feels and see how things go. I heard it's pretty smooth for the most part, but we'll see. Like, it's wide open here. Was that legit? I didn't want to say anything about Jim Irsay. I didn't want to say anything about Jim Irsay until I actually heard the action. Like, took us a couple seconds to figure it out. On the serious side, condolences to the Irsay family. I hope the Colts end up in good hands. ESPN, the NFL Network are confirming. Okay, then that's pretty much. Sorry, just trying to get a nice little background light on myself here, so I pop a little more. I had to move things around today. For those that didn't know, I'm just going to throw it straight out at you. I was told that today or tomorrow, I'm getting my yearly inspection in my apartment. So when you're a single man and you're told your apartment needs to be clean, you get into panic mode. So Lord knows that's what I've been doing the last 3 days here. Deep clean. I think I'm pretty much caught up here, so we should be good to go here on out. I think all you guys can, when you have that last little thing that the wife tells you, and then all of a sudden you got to oh, damn, I got to do this. Hey, Zodiac, how you doing? It's quite stressful, yes. The way I computed to what I was doing the last couple days, you remember when Homer realized that he had to do his taxes again? It was that episode where he realizes he's got to do oh silly, I did my taxes last year. Oh silly, I cleaned my house last year. But Dad, you got to do it every year. But don't. And yeah, Zodiac, by the way, I want to throw this out there. Good to see you, and you get the horn. Thank you. Congratulations on the new job. I hope it went well to start out tonight. I saw the picture of the new office, so that I am tempted to chat. Help me out here. We're watching Dynamite here. What do you think of that jersey? What do you think of that baseball jersey? I am a sucker for baseball jerseys. Something I want to, saying I want to pick up more. What do you guys think of it? Do you think it's a nice jersey, or is it? I love how they don't have to say no physicality tonight, because both these guys know that they got to save it for Sunday. Baseball regulator, dangerous combo, yeah. See, if you had it in blue, it'd be a lot better, you know? I love how security was like, ugh. Had a feeling that I really want to make this work. Seems so yeah. Hangman just gonna launch at him now. That's what I would do.
face first, but like my dad says, every time I get hit in the face is a drastic improvement. So,
I love Osprey. He's just so cut and cheek on everything. We're actually gonna do beers in the ring. We're gonna make it a Stone Cold IPA, please. Are you glass bottles too? Do they crowd Osprey, swerve to swerve, and wait for Darby? Honestly, I could see the swerve for Darby, but I could also see the waiting. Darby could honestly be 2 champions away now. Honestly, I think I still think they go to Osprey. Ratings are going up as the terrible as the Mox angle. That's true. Honestly, if you guys read the reports and some of the extrapolated news that came down, last week's Dynamite almost had as many viewers as last week's Dynamite and Monday's Raw were pretty close. Not that I really give 2 shizens about it either way, but just a little bug in the ear for a lot of people. And good to see him at G. I think Darby will need a few months to totally recover from the climb. Yeah, like, I think, I'll be honest, I think Osprey takes it. I think they ride with Osprey through England, through Toronto. Find another champion, whether it be MJF, whether it be a transitional champion like Christian Cage. He needs to get down from there too? Yeah, that's true.
because I feel like the moment I stepped here, I have done everything the right way. I leave my country in England on Tuesday. I get in here.
So excited. Yeah. Hey. It's one of the big news stories going out right now. I got my AEW Toronto or AEW Canada shirt. Crime fighting pants. It's a goddamn superhero, I guess.
I want to wear that belt with pride. I want to show it around the world. And most importantly, mate, I want to bring it home. August the 24th, AEW.
Think we get A Kicks. I think Anarchy in the Arena. Somebody's going to get beaten up, and Kingston's going to be a replacement. I'm very confident in that happening. Could you imagine the lethal pop that's going to happen? It's almost the same pop that got piped in for Punk on Monday. Also, Goalers, I want a remix. Yeah. Oh, I believe everything the internet says, sir. You know what? If it wasn't piped in, good on that crowd for piping it up. I don't really care. I didn't watch Raw. I saw highlights. That's it. I know that Saturday is Saturday night's main event, which means I'll have to duck and weave to try and find where it is. Probably on a YouTube channel somewhere. I don't mind them starting out like this, but it's a lot of rehashed stuff that we already know.
It's the difference between you and I. And that will be the difference between you and I on Sunday. Will, you want this? You want it bad. And I know that feeling because I have lived it.
He's already determined something is piped in or not. Look at the floor crowd. If they're doing nothing, it's piped in. Fair enough. Ospreay is beating the point into the ground. Yeah, like, you know how we talk about there's a possible... I see this? Sorry, I look at the graphic on the bottom. There's no extra links all over the place. It's Amazon Prime Video. Buy here. And honestly, 56 ain't that bad. 56 Canadian is what they're charging us for the show. I checked it this morning while I was having breakfast. It's personal. I need it for my family. I need it for my kids. I need it for redemption. The fact I've seen the poster, Redemption versus Ascension, it just fits it so well. For me, it was Tuesday. He turned into Batman with a bad decision.
The worst of it wasn't here. The worst of it were the times that I was at home. Were the times like Christmas morning when my son sat on the floor playing with his new toys and looked up to see his dad staring out of the window looking for somebody that he knew would never come back. How many times in 2 years did he look at me and feel disappointment, Will? I need this.
Okay.
When I go home, I need my wife to look at me in the face and not feel pity.
Folks, do you feel an 8-star match coming here?
That she fell in love with all those years ago. I need for my kids to look at me, to look up to me, and know that they have the father that they deserve. And I need for all of these people who supported me when I deserved it the least.
Too much like the wrestling episode of South Park right now. Think a 20-star. Hey, Jay Quick, I'm with you. I think this match is going to be special.
For myself, because I need to know that there can be some kind of light at the end of this 2-year tunnel through hell. And I need it
Sometimes dreams just don't come true.
to know that you
You got to realize that.
when you said, for me, it was too little, too late.
It was too little too late for you. Osprey's got nothing. I love it. He got out promoted.
So what are you planning on doing about it?
It's been a while since Hangman's been this far. Yeah, like, normally I'll say something.
You're gonna beat me so bad I have to retire like you did to Christopher Daniels?
Oh. You're going to put him through torture.
Because I've been there. And it took a lot.
Yeah, I need that beer.
As silly as
I hope that the women don't get the first match here.
I'm showing up, and I'm doing my best. And sometimes my best has not been good enough. I can admit, I've lost. Sometimes I've lost bad. But I've lost by not pulling the referee to get an advantage. I haven't
I love this. It's a real promo.
whenever I don't get my own way. If I have lost leaving everything that I have in this ring. And if I lost, I won their respect.
Uh-huh. So this is giving Ospreay an out now for losing. Wow. Now they're bringing it into Moxley, and I love this. I love how they're cycling this over to the main event. Now they're turning this into this is why we need to fight. And this is the part I really enjoy on this. Sorry, seat was a little low there for a second. There we go. I love this. It is dragging a little bit, but at the same time, wow. Ospreay finally showing some real emotion here. And Hangman's just, like, both these guys, like, this match is ready. And here's the thing. I like the fact that Ospreay very rarely uses curse words, because when he uses one there, it matters. I like this. I just like it is mutual respect, but it's also the ultimate desire to be better. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Wah, da-da, 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 ba-da. Sorry, whenever I see beer drank like that in the middle of a ring. Please tell me they're changing the map before the first match. You notice that Hangman didn't waste any, barely wasted any beer? Like, I'm trying to figure out how, if this is going to be like, Jay Quick said 20 stars. I say 8. This will be a defining match in AEW. Not just for both these guys' careers, in the promotion, I feel. Because both these guys are just... Let's face it, these guys are the face of AEW. This is basically what the Dallas Stars versus the Edmonton Oilers is right now. Because the winner of that is just going to blow over whoever beats the East, no matter what. It almost feels like it's a formality for the next round. It's like it's almost a formality that Moxley's losing it all in. So the same post, right, Zodiac? We all could have flukes, Zodiac. We all could have flukes. It didn't matter. It was, it was a weird year. It was a weird year in Florida. They were showing the camera Moxley on, damn it. AEW finally did not have a garbage match. Main event caps are needed. Notice that mountains in the background? Well, they're in New Mexico, right? Pretty sure it was a team for the... fair enough. No, they're in Albuquerque tonight. So are they starting out with the 6-man? Yep. So now we're getting Moxley and the Bucks versus Hobbs. It's Hobbs, Joe, and Swerve. I think that's who we got for the 6-man tonight. Simply put, Nats fan, I want a good match. I'm at a point really where I don't care who wins. Because let's just face it. We're going to be sitting here and I might have to go buy a pack of cigarettes. That's how good that match is going to be. And for you kids who don't get that reference, well, go ask your parents what that means. If Hangman wins, Mox retains? I don't necessarily think so. It's like I said before, I do expect... I do honestly expect that Mox will lose the title at All In, and no matter who it is, we'll get one more champion before Darby, no matter what. And that's something we could debate and go on for a bit here. Now they're wearing new Death Rider gear, right? Is this like Sons of Anarchy gear coming up? They got the bandanas, the leather jackets, the pants that look like they're chaps. I just wonder where Jack Perry is out of all this. Like, seriously, where, should be here. All right, chat, while we're waiting for the 500 introductions for our first match here, which it looks like we're only going to get a 4-match card tonight. Do you think that MJF actually signs with the Hurt Business? It's because I can't write worth crap. Oh no, please call me out on stuff like that. I was just saving myself for not having to type it tomorrow, right? Right, Nick? Right? Even though I can't spell collision right? Cedric shows up. I don't know if you're wasted tonight. This is everything about wanting to have the opportunity to watch the show. By the way, I didn't get a chance to check who won between Sons of Sons of Texas and the Crew. Was it the Crew? I'm assuming it's a Crew. Maybe it's a double DQ and neither one of them are going. Oh, Sons of Texas one. Okay. Having Dustin at the pay-per-view is not the bad thing. Yeah, that was... For those that are youngin', for those that are youngins here, if you ever want to look up something for the NFL, look up the Heidi game. The Heidi game is a famous one where there was a playoff game involving the Raiders and the Steelers, I believe. It was either that or a Monday Night Football game, and it ended up going overtime, which normally will take it over your allotted time on the TV, right? So rather than playing the game out or getting to watch the game, they switched over to the next broadcast, which was the movie Heidi. Yes, it's a musical. You think everybody was pissed off at the fact that Collision didn't finish on Saturday? That was nothing. Think of all the Raider fans that didn't get to watch the Raiders overtime game. And this is back when the Raiders actually did something decent. Yeah, let's just say a lot of people were not happy. But yeah, if you ever want, check out the Heidi game. It basically is the same thing that happened to us here, except for the fact that AEW was scheduled to be another hour. They destroyed their city 1.5 times as much as they would have otherwise. Well, it is Oakland. Doesn't it look like 3/4 destroyed anyway? I thought that's why the A's are playing in Sacramento this year.
You told some of the biggest lies that I've ever heard of in my whole life.
Fuck the owner of the A's. Sorry, I don't use that a lot, but weren't they? They might have been. Oh, now they got the whole list of them here. How are you guys in the States? You're going to check it out on FUBU of anything? I really hate that Triller just has international on. It just pissed me right off. Swerve did the double miss? Moxley about to do a dive and Hobbs just said nope. Triller's in financial trouble. Well, also depends on what they want to cover, right? Like, McGee, we were talking about this off the top of the show. Triller originally, about this time last year, I do believe Tony Khan was trying to get a double or nothing and a double or nothing and all in double feature. Like a 2 pay-per-view price, like those ones I've been pushing all over the place forever. However, they never came down to a deal on it, and TK admitted that he never got a chance to. So I have mentioned I will be picking it up on Amazon Prime to see how that goes. Just because like I said, I haven't tried it yet. Want to see how it goes. If it goes crappy, well, we got something better we could work with for All In, right? There was a Triller post earlier. They posted about Mina and Tony, and they were like, catch all the action live, excluding U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it. Once again, I do believe... I do honestly believe you still do the old pay-per-view on Bell, yeah. I could do that, but then it's hard to watch, right? If you want to watch on your tablet, want to watch replays on your computer, I'm sorry, the Bell Online app and TELUS Online app just, eh. Like, personally, I'm with TELUS, so I could do it there too, but it just is very hard for me to keep. Yeah, ppv.com, they did show it on there. It is available there, so Nick. So, like I said, I'm gonna try Amazon and see what it does. Amazon hasn't done me wrong with a lot of the stuff they've gotten me. So, like, I'll admit the last I picked up a new controller because I wore out my last one. I wore out my last one through MLB The Show. I was doing a lot better, so I was hitting the buttons a lot more. But this new one I picked up, and they got it to me within a day, so. And it was a hell of a lot cheaper than picking it up from Best Buy or anywhere like that for the same model, so. Still at Bell because my mother-in-law lives with us and she can't do new tech. Whenever she sees new tech. And then usually probably back it up and get away. Man, these are all in a nice convenient spot here, so we're good there. So just so you know, chat, I am off next week. Like, the night of Double or Nothing is my first full day off. I'm off for 5 days. So I am going to work on getting some more sounds put up here and just try and work on getting a few things here. It's sort of my little mini vacation I got right now. So we are going to be on stream quite a bit to make up for this week. Tomorrow the plans are for a double stream, so she still struggles with the input button. Press any key. What's the any key? Shout out to anybody that gets that reference. Shout out to anybody who gets the reference of that reference. You're off next week as well. Atta boy. I'll give you a horn for that. No, I usually take the night of the pay-per-view and one after off as well. Just because we're done here. Local time around 11 o'clock. And I'm an old man. I get cranky in the morning when I don't get no sleep. So figure I'd take the next day off. But so then that would be, with my work schedule, it would have been take 2 off, work 1, take 2 off. I said, screw it. I got extra holiday days. I'll just take the day in the middle off too. I was wondering about the 3 guys which one was going to take the heat from this group. Coming to the Roku channel, a new Wrestling Fast channel called Wrestling Central. It feature WOW and the NWA. Yeah. I think we'll talk about it more when it comes up. And once again, we are getting another win with Riccaboni here this week. This is like when a Giant's working in a WWE 2K starts taking some shots, and all of a sudden, everybody looks. No, you're not going to punch me. There's no way that's going to work. Jesus. Swerve just pulling off the moves left, right, and center here. You know the Bucks are probably going to win Anarchy in the Arena. But I think, once again... Oh, that stupid pad right there. Swerve was going to land on his feet, but that pad was there just to get in the way. Damn it. Wonder who planted that. Now this actually, All right, chat, I got to ask you here. We're going to preview Anarchy in the Arena. I think we might do something on Saturday. We'll record it, and then we'll record on Saturday, and then I'll post it on Sunday on the YouTube channel. What do you think is going to be the craziest spot we're going to get on Sunday night? With Anarchy in the Arena. Which is the craziest spot we're going to see? And nobody's there. $1 and a quarter, $2 and a quarter. And a nice little triple team. Oh, I thought he was going to go for Dirty Deeds there just because he had the chance. Or the Death Rider, Paradigm Shift. Risky business. Oh, they've changed everything around about their names. Okay. Wait, what? All right, let's just throw a random Bowens versus Ricochet match in here. Like, nobody, I think, was planning on that, or were they? Like, I've seen the graphics for tonight, and I didn't see that one coming in. Yeah, I'm excited anytime any new wrestling can come on. The only thing I'm worried about is what if it's like an Amazon setup. Oh yeah, we got this free app that you can download. Yeah, but you got to pay $10 to watch a show. It's like that free to play with everything locked up. And if we do get it, that's fine. I'm more than excited. Like, anything that gives wrestling a chance to be a little bit, I'd like. Yeah, I pay for it. Well, that's the thing. And, like, I'll be honest right now, the wrestling I pay for right now is, well, I have TSN, but I also have, I do have my ROH subscription still. At this point, it's part of the bill. Hey, you know what? As a content creator, it absolutely is always going to be part of the bills list. Like, hell, technically your Netflix subscription is a tax write-off. If you get to that point where you start making enough money on this. It's no different if you're a video game content creator. The actual games themselves are a deduction, right? So, by the way, folks, if you are watching this on Twitch and you are new here, check out our wrestling YouTube channel. We are simulcasting on there as well. Hello to everybody watching on YouTube. We are one sub away from 850 subs. We are on our way to 1,000. No, I'm not planning on monetizing it anytime soon. Well, frankly, we don't have the watch hours to qualify for that, so. Claimed all PPV buys this year. Last year when I did my tax, saved me a bit on the return. Yeah, exactly. Like, when you pay for that, you pay for your subscriptions, you pay for all your equipment that you're picking up. Like, it adds up. I got a pretty nice return this year myself, so. Not that anybody really cares about, business happenings and whatnot. But yeah, there's the graphic right now. The Sons of Texas versus the Hurts. That actually might not be a bad match. And the fact that we're getting Sammy Guevara back on pay-per-view is always a good thing. And Dustin, of course. But did you see about that stretcher match between Mark Briscoe and Ricochet? Ew. Okay, so, hey, you know what? It's always a bonus. I got extra taken off my check every month, so I got a refund. It's just a little higher than it probably should have been. But you know what? When you're taking it off your paycheck every month, it's just like putting it in a savings account, basically. But look at that rundown of that card. Like, Tony's lightening up on the number of matches on the card tonight. Or for this Sunday. And I don't mind that one bit because we're going to have some matches in here that are going to breathe a lot. Because I think Jamie and Mercedes is going to get probably about 20, 25. Hell, you could give Hangman and Ospreay 2 hours and they'd probably fill it no problem. Moxley taking a sweet time on that pile driver. See, if he was smart, he would use a Gotch pile driver, you know. Let everybody remember. Honestly, this reminds me a lot of AWA when it comes to their tag matches. If you're not familiar with the AWA, the American Wrestling Alliance, way back in the 80s, like I think their most recognizable champion to people today probably would be Kurt Hennig, also known as Mr. Perfect. I honestly feel that the one thing they do, what's a classic trope in that promotion, was what they call a double heat. And that's what they've done in this match here. Like, you remember when Hobbs was getting beaten up and, you know, taking all the abuse? Then all of a sudden Swerve comes in and becomes the hero on the hot tag. And then he gets beaten down now, and now Joe's going to get the hot tag. And that's going to be what you call your double heat. It really takes your crowd on an emotional ride, right? Especially when you have people as over, like, listen to this pop for Joe here. Like, this is nuts. Play La Bamba, baby. Oh, God, do I love a good power slam. Joe with such a good power slam there. What is Hobbs doing? What in the hell? A frog splash from Hobbs? A frog splash from Hobbs. Boing. Oh, here we go. Swerve's on the offensive now. So we'll probably get, you know, oh, there we go. The Art Anderson special there. I love that. Joe eats a single super kick and he says, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. All right, time for everybody to hit the finishers. We are getting close to... I just looked at this chat. You think anybody else looking at the clock right now? One match in and we're at 45 minutes. Well, this is like an AEW Fight Forever where everybody gets their finishers, right? Spab A, Spab B, Spab C. But it's especially when, you know that moment when you finally figure out that you actually have to hit the D-pad instead of your stick to do the finisher? Or no, to do the signature. You forgot about that game? Hey, I still have it. Honestly, I don't mind the game. It's just the way that it was produced in terms of the price point just killed it for everybody. Spine Buster Party! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, like I will never. It's the same thing that if you guys didn't hear Randy Pitchford, the creator of Borderlands, the producer of Borderlands, got on an interview this week and he just came out bluntly said it. How much is it going to be? I don't know. Could it be the higher price amount? Maybe. Could it be cheaper? It could be. It all depends on what. Oh, and here we go. Joe is so smart. Can I just say that Samoa Joe might be the smartest wrestler in wrestling, period? Like, you want to talk about Triple H being the cerebral assassin? Samoa Joe. Like, he might have a rubber back because he got to go through a piece of drywall and he was out for 6 months. I have still not forgotten that episode from Calgary. But, I'm assuming Omega's going to come out to break things up a little bit. Oh, Shibata's back. Welcome back, Shibata. Welcome back, Shibata. This is where you get true anarchy. We're going to get like 10 on 10 by the time we're done here. Oh, Claudio's back. So who's the heel? Oh, there's a heel. Marina quick as a cat there. All right, Willow, where are you? Yep. You notice Willow's got to eat the graphic just so she get that extra pop? She gets the double pop, right? That was not the pounds. And the extra pop for the cat sitter extraordinaire. If you guys were on Twitch yesterday, Kenny Omega was actually on there. He was actually streaming by himself for the first time ever. Twitch.tv/The Cleaner's Corner. He was just trying OBS to see if he could learn how to do it by himself because Jabali, a very famous tournament organizer, video game guy, inflated head, dive kick specialist. He was always helping Kenny with his streams, but Kenny wanted to see if he could do it by himself. They're going to do a one-winged angel through the table? All right, well, this is one way to start a night up. Claudio with the save. Yeah, you knew that was coming. All right, well, we definitely know we're getting that spot. Both watching AEW and Pacers versus Nick. You think Pacers in 7? I'm thinking Knicks in 5, to be perfectly honest. I don't think that... I honestly don't think the Pacers are going to be able to keep up.
A sane man would realize I got all your asses this weekend, and I can wait till then. But you know what? I'm not a sane man, and we don't give a. We're coming after you tonight in Albuquerque, whether you like it or not.
Wow. Well, guess what? You guys are getting in a vehicle, and you are taking off right now. It is so, by the way, Logan, great to see you here. Thank you. Appreciate you over on the YouTube channel. Who's the legal counsel, Chad? Anybody recognize him? He looks like a very young Steve Carino. Oh my God. That suit speaks miles here. Death Riders have to win this weekend to make All In a bigger event. Yeah. The Bucks always find a way to do it. Yeah, I honestly feel that I don't think the Bucks have ever lost a Anarchy match, whether it be face or heel. Like, they've been in every one, and I don't think they've ever lost one. Like, last year they won because Perry tapped out Brian because Kingston was trying to light people on fire that night, I do believe. And that's what ended up causing the downfall. Then, yeah, back and forth every year. I do believe the Bucks have won every single one of them, so that's just a statistic that they're not mentioning, but I'm surprised they aren't. It does give away a little bit, but I honestly do feel that Death Riders bail the Bucks. Interesting idea too. I honestly feel that they don't intentionally disappear. I think Willow and I'll come up with a little bit more formal on Saturday when we do our preview. I feel that we're going to see Marina and Willow basically brawl their way out of it. I think we're going to find a way to get... I think John Moxley finds a way out of it because of the returning Eddie Kingston. I think that's a feud that'll be going forward, which I think will be an underlying feud as Eddie's building back up to go after Moxley after Moxley loses the title. I think Eddie might be one of the reasons Moxley loses the title to Ospreay, but I don't think it'll be that much. Okay, 2023 BCC beat the Elites, so 2 years ago. Yeah, that was the year. Was that the year that Kingston was trying to burn Danielson alive? There was one year that Eddie Kingston came out with a gas can and just, was all over the place. So okay, so they've only lost. So they have lost one. All right, that makes more sense then. Why they wouldn't say anything about it. But it is also amazing the part that they are a part of every one of them. So yes, that's how I pivot very well. Okay, just we're gonna change the story a little bit, but we go back a little bit. But with everything going on tonight, like, which match are you most looking forward to right now? Is it still Hangman and Ospreay? I'm really intrigued to see where they go with Mercedes and Jamie. Just because they do have an excuse to go either way. In terms of caliber of match, I don't think anything's going to come close. I think that we get an announcement tonight that in order to qualify for the Hurt Syndicate, MJF has to win a match. Yeah, Zodiac, I'm with you. I think it should be Hayter. I think it should be Athena and Mercedes for the TBS. Yeah, there you go. Zodiac, you and I are on the exact same page as to what's going on. Taz is Lock, Stock, and Barrel Jones. Oh, God. MJF just trying a little bit too much there last week. So what did Mark screw up this time? MJF showing he actually wasn't going. Uh-huh. You notice they aren't saying his name. Wow, here we go. Here we go. So MJF gets to be put over by MVP. Can we get a three-letter wrestlers involved with the syndicate here? See, he needs to have the scarf that matches the jacket. I know it's Burberry scarf and whatnot, but it should be a brighter color. It should match. Like, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Sort of like MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. So we are going to go a full hour of Dynamite with one match. Just think about that for a second. The real question for Double or Nothing: will Hangman versus Ospreay have straight or curly? Will Hangman Ospreay have straight or curly hair? I think straight. They're gonna be sweating too much. That's more of a other people question, but that is because I'm an expert in hair, of course. These guys are trying, but at least this crowd's getting some heat off on this.
I gotta agree with Montoya. I mean, it is such a shame that such a monumental moment has to take place in a state that everybody forgets even exists. They don't even have any decent sports teams here. Do they own one? No.
The Albuquerque Isotopes are definitely a legitimate team.
We've had our fun. Smart Mark Sterling, please explain all the legalese.
Go Topes!
All right, guys, your lawyer and I made sure that this would benefit both parties. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Max sign first, and we're going to have NPP, Shelton, and Bobby sign to make Max an official member of the Hurt Syndicate LLC. Has Mark Sterling passed the New Mexico State Bar?
Thought Hurt Syndicate. Well, I think it's more of a tweener faction to begin with, right? They're gonna be heels on Sunday, or it's supposed to be heels on Sunday. I love Riccaboni's comment here. How many red lines went through it? He goes to look at it, he's like, he goes to see it, he's like, wait, what? I like the fact that Bobby actually reads what he's... And Bobby's like, no, I ain't signing this shit. No, no. I like it. I hope he signed it as no effing chance. Here come the Sons of Texas. I'm glad somebody's finishing this off in a hurry here. I like Sammy in many ways. Definitely looks better than MJF. Well, this promo just decided to get to a little faster pace. Sammy did most of his startup in Texas too. Like him and Ricky Starks used to tear it up all the time down in Texas. Saw them wrestle Mop. Hey, they probably put on a 4-star match with it too. Yeah, that's true there. Yeah, well, Dustin's blood, I think he still hasn't gotten it all back. His body hasn't produced enough to come back after that match.
We have an opportunity because we earned that opportunity. We want more gold. We are Ring of Honor champions, undefeated. We have earned this AEW World Tag Team title match.
All right. You beat the Crew. It doesn't mean a whole lot.
Shelton,
What was it? Ludwig and
I talk to you.
Kimmy Koopa?
Word going around the block is that you like to hurt people. Jump on me and hurt me. I dare ya. Dusty, please be careful what you wish for. There is nothing that either one of you can do to me and Sammy that bigger and frankly better monsters have already done.
Wow. Wow.
You may not know this, but we both been to hell. We both looked at the devil and kicked his teeth in and ripped, teared, and clawed our way out. We are one-day guys. We work around the clock.
Okay.
Do not think this is
Well, the devil, that could be Vince McMahon too, right?
because it's not.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings if he said that, but...
We fight with heart, with honor, with fire, with passion, with soul, with heart.
Didn't he say heart twice? Does that just mean H-A-R-T is one of them?
And one more thing. If I were a betting man, I would bet on the day one guys.
Thought he was going to say I bet on white.
See double or nothing.
That would have been a little bit of a moment.
On the 6th anniversary of the first ever AEW
Now, does MJF interfere to cause it?
syndicate, the Sons of Texas,
Was the mop from UHF? Because I bet on the mop. Hey, Rubik's, good to see you, my friend. Yeah,
I'm here with the Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Okada, last week on Collision, Speedball Mike Bailey called you out. Seems like he's been eyeing your Continental Championship. Do you have an official response to Speedball?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm the Continental Champion. I said, what goes? Speedball, you do not call me out. I call you out. Double or nothing. You find out why I'm the Continental Champion. And you're not.
It is worth noting that since Speedball's debut here in AEW,
Um,
has not been pinned. Are you at all concerned about that?
There's a first time for everything.
folks. Wait for it.
Trust me.
Ha! You tease! You tease! I'm giving the horn for that match, and I'm also Okada's getting one of those for that. Okada's getting one of those. The ultimate tease, because he even did the lip movement. He's like, trust me. Oh, shout out to Okada there. I love it. So we are getting Speedball and Okada at Double or Nothing. This card just keeps stacking on top of itself with great matches here, because you know that that's a match that they want to get through here. That is the perfect hold me over match until they do Okada Omega All In. Because what, after this is done, we got a month and a half to get to All In now after this. And I'm sure we'll be able to do a build-up and then in that time with sufficient build-up, I think is the best way to put it. It'll be fun that we get rid of the Continental and the Continental and the International title, put them all together, put them in a nice little bow. And I'm with Tempest, by the way. If you haven't seen it, he put a post for Wrestle Talk. He put it on his own, right? The guy from Wrestle Talk, Tempest. when the announcement was made for All Out. Let us have Josh Alexander versus Kenny Omega for the brand new Intercontinental Championship in Toronto. You want to sell some tickets, that's how you do it. Because let's face it, that match will be freaking off the chain, as the kids put it. The kids still put it that way, right? Right? I'm not that old and irrelevant. Oh, I was perusing earlier today, and I think it was Meld, like the streaming platform. They put out a post on X there. Yeah, we want to talk to our older streamers. Anybody over 25?
What the hell is that?
My response was very simple. What if I'm almost double that age? Oy. Well, I see they're already promoting. They're doing a MJF's doing a meet and greet on Saturday in Phoenix, so it's gonna be a lot of, like, AEW is in such a good spot right now. Like, watching everything go on and how everything's developed. Like, and let's face it, right now, if everybody started playing by the rules and showing the exact same stuff in terms of comparison for numbers, while I don't think numbers are that big of a deal. The fact that AEW looks like it's getting more numbers than NXT, almost as many numbers as Raw.
Action continues tonight live on TBS and streaming on Max. Let's head down to the ring.
And AEW literally just pulls up and, yeah, we're going to pull Bowens versus Ricochet out of the blue for you. So, yeah, we got this match here. They haven't been advertising the Mina and Julia match. I wonder if there's some problems getting both of them to the venue tonight. Unless they're going to put that as the main event spot tonight. Which would be cool, but it would be cool, but I just don't know if that I think there's a way you could put Mina and Jamie as the main, or not Mina, Tony and Jamie as the main event of All In. Like, there's been so much talk about what's planned, what's come up. Like, this weekend, it's going to be All In as well as, or sorry, Double or Nothing, as well as NXT. And the Saturday night's main event, of course, is this Saturday. Did you guys see the note about this come out? Like, I just saw this random post come out where they talked about a stretcher match. I'm assuming there was a promo done in that last half hour that we didn't get to watch. Ricochet calling himself the true Scissor King is just ultimate level troll stuff. Oh, Riccaboni, you can stick around all the time. It's going to be interesting. We're able to see him when AEW goes to Chicago for, like, what is it, 3 straight weeks? Oh, Ricochet. Try to get that cheap heat and it just doesn't work. Watch that these guys aren't able to use the stretcher properly. Wonder if they'll cancel shows and not on ticket sell like another promotion. Oh, that stings. Like, yeah. After hearing that, like, for those that don't know, next week they were supposed to run 5 straight shows in Tampa. I believe it's coming up is it this Super Show this weekend? That they're doing NXT. They were supposed to do SmackDown, Saturday Night's main events in San Antonio, I do believe. But the NXT pay-per-view, then Raw, then NXT on Tuesday. Well, apparently they only sold 3,000 tickets to a 10,000 seat venue, so they just canceled the show. So they're going to do it out of the Performance Center probably, or wherever the classic or the arena is. The one that we just got in 2K25. These guys are throwing together a pretty decent match for a match that had no fire, no nothing. Right into the hardest part of the ring, right into those steps like that. Hey, you know what, Nats? Here's the thing about this Go Home show that I'm really appreciating. We go to our picture-in-picture. We're probably going to end up with 4 matches tonight. Just 4. Maybe even 3. A lot of promo segments, a lot of talking, and I think it's actually pretty smart. For the fact that you don't want to get anybody injured. You just want to close up some final details. This is sort of the complete opposite of what we're doing on 2K25, where we have 5 matches booked the week before a PLE. Basically, we're trying to clean up every single feud before the main show. And it really does break down the different philosophies in different areas, right? So, personally, I love the fact that, this, like, I even saw one of the people that is a little wishy-washy about pay-per-views. D- 2K25 is how reality would be if reality were cool. I'll give it a shroom because that sounds like shrooms. Wonder what they book on Collision tomorrow. Well, there's a couple feuds that still have to go. They're probably going to have Nigel come out and have a promo with Daniel Garcia, getting things ready for that tag match in Double or Nothing. Like, think about that. The pop that's going to happen with Nigel wrestling on Sunday. Like, yeah, we got a lot of good things coming up here, so. And then, yeah, we got. Basically, I think we're still going to get a couple more matches booked for the card. We're going to have, well, probably have the Outrunners and. All right, I will definitely give that out as well. Special horde for Nick. Actually, no, he gets the extra horde. Once again, Nick, thank you for the shout out. Appreciate you. As we are coming in here, guns a-blazing here tonight. It's weird because am I trying to do this to get bigger? Yes. Am I doing this for a little notoriety? Yes. Am I really overly worried about it? Not so much right now. And that's the thing. I'm just trying to, make everything better every day. I'm trying to improve things as we go here. I'm trying to get this damn co-op started, but yes, you get an extra special horde for that one. I could almost give you Booker, but I don't know if I want to do that. By the way, Booker T gets caught napping once again on NXT. Of course, I appreciate it, Nick. I really do. And I am trying to get a little bit more out on TikTok to, I repost your stuff on TikTok a little more now. I got that channel back. I haven't got my Instagram back, so I've been going out of the backbreaker one for now. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to... I might just start over on Instagram. Because I do want to stream short form as well. Whether it be Instagram Live, whether it be TikTok, I do want to get one of those out. Just to get more people in here. Because honestly, I think we bring a pretty good atmosphere here. As Bullage just puts a pretty good atmosphere into Ricochet's face. Because I think he's going to need a rearrangement at this point. It's just amazing that they can just pull out a random stretcher match for a pay-per-view. And I'm glad they're actually changing it up a little bit to make it something different, right? Hey, Nick, if that's true what Nats is saying, I've been with you. I was pretty much like that before I started streaming. I was on that teeter. Oh, here we go. Commander and Bailey versus LFI. This is because Kevin Knight is currently dealing with the G1, right? That's helped me and yelled at me lots. Ha! No, for those that don't know, I did get a little bit of a bad deal when it just dealing with the local indie scene here, and when it was more of a choice for me to leave, but it was sort of that choice that was sort of handed to me very easily. I could have found a way to stick around, but I just... My love of overall wrestling died a little bit that year in 2020. That's when gaming started to be a little bit more, and then all of a sudden AEW just started catching fire, and that's what pretty much brought me back in many ways. Plus you guys. Nick had a throat infection? Ugh. Worst infection to have. Worst infection to have. Is he going to mollywop Ricochet? I'm expecting it. Mollywopped out of the ring. Shadow King Exhume? Oh. You know what? Even though, he's probably not in here right now, I'm going to... And, of course, Ricochet proves himself as a Scissor King. No, I'm not trying to invite anybody, you dumbass. There we go. Throw a little, it's the first episode of Dynamite DC. You were at the first episode, that's right. Hey, Briscoe's ready. He probably asked for... So, yep. So, if you guys didn't know, I believe it's either today or yesterday, the Briscoes had their first match 15 years ago. Oh, it's today, yeah. 15 years ago, the Briscoes had their very first match. Oh, Nick tagged you on the quarterball. Okay. I gotta remind myself to get all the cord there for that. Work a little bit more on my own cord, but get on your cord and all that, all the cords, and my cord management behind my computer is absolutely horrible. But maybe I can work on getting that organized online rather than offline. So now we got the official 6-on-6 listing here. So the Ops, Omega swerving. Okay. I gotta feel that's gonna change somewhere. Monet and Hater is gonna be an absolute banger as well. Like, all right. Well, let's just. Okay, yeah, let's bring out some CMLL talent. I like this. Jesus. So she loses this. So Mercedes is now down to 3 belts, Monet. Yeah, we are in New Mexico. So I'm assuming we get the face-to-face between these two, and then we go right into Tony Storm on commentary for Mina versus Julia. That very well could be our main event tonight. I haven't heard of her a lot too, but you know what? CMLL, they've been hitting some pretty good home runs here, right? Unfortunately, some of those home runs got signed by other companies right after, and now, well, let's face it, they're champions of certain brands, but yeah, they get a pass on actually bringing out some awesome talent. So, no, this whole week's been good. I love you, Steph. Yeah. Booker T's still thinking of you while he's falling asleep on the table on NXT, right?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
There you go. I've had that in there. That's my old home run, my home run alert as we went off. But no, I'm looking at that card for Sunday. Like, honestly, there are so many people with so many reasons to watch. Like, there's so many different matches that can work up. I'm the Yankees and Dodgers from Beltran. Hey. I am the Yankees. On MLB The Show. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're just those two teams away. I think I'm 12 teams away, so I'm nowhere close right now. I was dumb enough on that flash sale that came up to pick up an 85 plus pack. I ended up getting Dela Cruz, which was worth $3,000. So I don't buy. I usually don't either, but these flash sales, it is, ooh, come get it. You'll get a good card. Yeah, friggin'. I haven't been able to get on as much as I want to. I get my daily login. That's about it right now. Because, hell, we've been going through so much, and I've been so this week's pretty much been a wash. I haven't fired up WWE this week, and I heard there might be a patch, so we might be waiting a little bit as that patch downloads, but Zodiac, I haven't been able to hear back. I know that PJC said he was ready to go, but I haven't heard back from him since. And I haven't heard from Vic at all. Do you mind if we wait till next week to start the online? We will literally... Do you want to wait 1 week? And I'm just going to say, if they don't get back to me, we're going to do it. I don't care if it's the two of us. We can still run two. If we want to do two fake GMs and just, if they want to join in, they can later. But next week we're going to do online. Plus, I can also get the overlay done in time because I threw one together in like 5 minutes today. I just find it amazing that Stoke is here with FTR. Blood feud, Zodiac versus the ref. It is written. It shall be told. How did I miss Rusha versus Rusha Disco over tomorrow for this tag match? Commander, yeah. Well, I know how much of a feud it is and how flustered you are, but the fact you can't spell feud right, that's fine. Ah. So you guys do realize what the two fingers up front this way means to a Brit, right? Jays were on one tonight. Well, except they lost Santander. Because I got that note coming down here. Forced to leave with a hip inflammation. And now the Nudes just scored for the Oilers, so they're up 2-1 halfway through the game. This will be interesting here, just because they're trying to do two faces to faces in the ring. Go Black Goo! I will give you that Zodiac right off the bat here for you. No, I honestly think Jamie wins this one, but let's see if Mercedes can change my mind now that she's 3 belts Monet.
Now please welcome the CEO, TBS champion, Mercedes.
Does Mariah May return Sunday? I don't know. I would love her to, just to shut everybody up. That's more than anything else. I just want everybody to shut up about it. Because Mercedes, Mariah's actually showing off everything every day. In terms of pics, videos. Oh my God. Did Hulk Hogan hit the dehydrator since everybody booed him out west? I miss her. I'll watch her Eddie cut. All right, I'll give you. I think the bets are slowly taking Monet belts away so she can go for the women's championship. I think it's a year away, McGee, to be honest. I think Mercedes is literally a year away before getting a women's title here. I think they run back Athena versus Mercedes in Texas.
I'm going to start with you because last time we tried to do this, we got interrupted. But Jimmy, you've accomplished something here in AEW that Mercedes has not been able to do, and that is to hold the AEW.
Athena needs to be on TV. Yeah, absolutely.
You were sidelined with an awful back injury, but you have fought your heart
And
back here.
while Billy Starks has been getting more of an influence on there as well.
It feels like you're the underdog. Does it feel that way to you? Well, if I'm the underdog, then so be it. I just hate when people look straight past me, not realizing that's a surefire way to get yourself really hurt. It doesn't matter whether I'm on top of that proverbial mountain or deep in rock bottom. I will crawl
Could you imagine
back every
that we get
time. I will fight again and again and again because that's just who
Mercedes' first losses to Jamie Hayter?
CEO. I didn't have
Sorry, her first loss in AEW.
doing my dirty work, and I don't walk around here like I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I'm rough around the edges. I don't have it like you have it. I get that and I can admit it. But I am a fighter. Every single person sat out here tonight, everybody watching at home helped mold me into just that. This means more to me than it does you, and we both know that.
Here we go.
This isn't about a title shot.
I have to say this, both of these Owen Hart finals,
It's about
I think the build has been just pretty much in line what they need to be.
when that bell rings.
They've stoked the fires just a little bit as for the last few weeks here. And now, tonight, let's just go get the gasoline and throw in the barbecue and see what happens when you put that match in there.
What's her reason? Is anybody even gonna care?
By the way, the Oilers 3-1. Let's go.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Not the hugest fan, but still want to see it win.
But I tell you what I do. And lace up these boots and hit bloody hard because that's the embodiment of who Jamie Hayter is.
All right, here we go.
Mercedes, it feels like Jamie has brought out a new intensity in you. Are you worried that Jamie could be the first woman to defeat you in singles action here in AEW?
Ooh. 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 They brought it up. They brought it up.
Worried? Renee, me worried? Do you not know who the hell you're talking to? Jamie Hayter, you think you have me all figured out, but you don't. Because I am more than just a champion. I'm a revolution. I am the Beyonce of women's wrestling. And I'm not looking past you. I'm looking straight through you like the glass doll that you are. You see, I always get what I
Wow. Sorry, chat. Just had a.
reality. And my reality is that I'm going to head to All in Texas to become the AEW Women's World Champion.
Sorry, chat. Just had a little incident at work show up on my phone.
Jamie, you want to sit here and
Not that I really am too worried about it, but
done here in AEW?
yeah, literally somebody.
Greatest TBS champion of all time. 360 days. 25-0 in singles competition. I didn't get that by luck. I got this by hard work and dedication.
You know what my answer would be if I was Jamie right now?
For nothing, I'm going to show you why.
I thought you were 4 belts Monet. What happened?
Oh, because it's more than just about winning for me. It's about leaving my legacy. So, Jamie, I want you to bring your best. I want you to be the best. I want you to be the fighter that you say that you are.
Because I'm gonna take you out, beat you down next time.
Story begins. The more like when your chapter finally ends. I have a question for everybody here tonight. Have you noticed something a little bit different?
Here it is. They're pulling it. They're pulling the card. I love it. I love it.
A little bit lighter, if you will.
A little bit lighter, you know, not as much.
Can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, I know. You lost the New Japan Strong Women's title, didn't you?
Oh, nerve hit. Nerve hit. Let's just poke at a nerve. Poke at a nerve. Poke at a nerve.
I think that was your destiny. And I think your destiny is to lose everything.
Oh, poke at a nerve. Can you tell they poked at a nerve here? Mercedes got punked out. Mercedes got punked out. And she just got hit with some haterade for her trouble, which doesn't speak well to her on Sunday. And of course, Tony's got to steal the spotlight. Oh, this is going to be fun, chat. Just what everything. Tony doesn't steal the spotlight. She is the spotlight. I'll get the home for that. Oh, my. Like, there's a very high potential that, you know, that if it's Jamie and Tony, they might main event the pay-per-view. Just think about that. They might make Ospreay Moxley or Hangman Moxley not the main event. Think about that for a second. Do you know how historic that could be? Like, I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but there is a potential for that to happen. And I'll tell you, that would be a hell of a shot there. But as tradition here, as we're getting into our main event, I do want to give you guys a rundown of what's going on here, because I need to remember myself what's going on here. So, first of all, those watching on YouTube, thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. We are one subscriber away from 850. And because my alerts never check, I probably could be over it right now. But just to be sure, make sure you hit that subscribe button. For those on Twitch, once again, thank you. Make sure you hit the follow button. We are raising money for jack.org. As you can see, the donate button at the beginning of right underneath the stream there. For helping out mental health for youth and young adults. We're doing it for the entire month of May here. More details, I will bring those down for you as you need. But in terms of the actual streams, after we're done here, we're going to do week 21. It's going to be our final trade window in season 1. Between the other brands, we're going to finalize our roster. We're going to plug away at getting towards WrestleMania, which should be an absolute banger of a show. We got some feuds already going. We got some cards that are leaning on us that we might get into some trouble with. We also have some prevention cards we could use, so we're going to take care of that. Tomorrow, there's a possibility it could be a double stream. I'm not 100% sure about the split fiction stream. Once again, I do have an inspection going on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, or noon Eastern, between noon and 1. Once that's done, I'm going to see what Kayla J's up to, and if we get time, we're going to get into split fiction in the afternoon. We will be back here tomorrow night with AEW Collision. The WWE 2K is pending, just because, let's face it, I got to see how I feel that day. If we read 2 streams already, you know the deal. Saturday night, there's no wrestling on. Well, there's no AEW wrestling on. Join me Saturday night as we go through our predictions for what's going to be happening here on Double or Nothing. I'm going to record that for a YouTube video coming up on Sunday. We'll throw it out Sunday morning. And probably get into a little bit of WWE 2K25, the GM. There might be a possibility we could get right through to week 24, which we can finish Mania next week and have season 1 right out of the books. Next week, Split Fiction with Kayla J, WWE 2K25 Online GM featuring Zodiac here, and a whole lot of other craziness, I bet, because, well, frankly, I'm off for the week, so let's make the most of it. But more important than anything else, thank you for being here. And on top of that, thank you for Tony Khan for fixing up the music. So if you didn't hear the story about this, last week, Mina came out with new music. That Mikey Ruckus, for the record, did not do this music. It was done for Mina, though. They tried it in the opening. Everybody hated it so bad that they literally went back to her old music when she won in that 4-way. And now they're using her regular music again. They're probably going to use the other music when she turns heel later. Because right now, Mina, to be understood, she's more a face than anything else. Still got the biggest package. Oh, hi, Mina. I love that Tony doesn't, or Tony Storm doesn't have Shivani to play off of tonight. Mariah's definitely teasing something with me. That's why I think, like, I honestly do feel we're going to get Mariah coming out, not to help Tony, but to hurt Mina. Unless she's going to try and help Mina, Mina's going to fail anyway. You want to talk about an original who's done great in AEW? Like, let's face it, Harley Cameron, probably the most popular talent when it comes to homegrown talent at AEW. But Julia Hart, like, from where she started to where she is now, if it wasn't for that injury, I almost wonder if she would be in this spot taking on Tony Storm. What if Julia just becomes Julia? I think we got more than one Julia going on here. That other one just signed with SmackDown, I do believe. But no, like, Julia's done such great work. Like, let's face it, the cheerleader would never have had this opportunity. Like, hell, the level of confidence she has and the level of happiness she has, too, on top of it. Like, Julia going old school? Oh. Okay, that hurt. So we're going to do an Escalera now this time, or what's she going to do? My turn. Nice little knee drop there. I do like that variation. Oh, Tony, Tony, Tony. Wasn't that a band in the 80s? Tony left her dog in her car. No, this is a great way to finish it off. Like, and the fact that you've taken care of most of the people that are on the card for coming up here on Sunday. Like Ricochet basically came out and did his match because, well, frankly, he never had a match to announce that he was having a match at the pay-per-view. Everything was all just online randomly. All right, we're just going to throw this together. We got the 6-man tag, what we had tonight. Like, always the promoter will go out and promote the show, right? So let the promoters go out and team up with the champ and, you know, take on three guys. Like, if you had to pick 6 guys to put out the maximum effort without putting out the maximum effort, I think you found it. Willie Hobbs might be the only exception, but he's learning very quickly how to do more with less. Or less with more, if you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean. Like, it's just, they had a hell of a match tonight. Probably didn't have to put out their fullest effort in it. But setting up for that crazy anarchy of the arena where basically you could hide everybody anyway. And then we're getting this match here. We're getting that contract signing, which basically turned into a tag team promo, which, all right. Holy crap. The Blue Jays are turning the Padres into devil worshippers at this point. With the amount of swearing they're probably doing. Up by 12. We won 15. It was like, where were all these hits in the first 2 months of the season? Ugh. But yeah, even this match here, like, Julia's pretty safe to work with. And you know you're going to get a very nice main event here. And the fact you get the women main eventing once again, just another feather of the cap for Tony. We got another match announced tonight with Bayley and Okada that was teased last week. You basically got... Question for you, chat. I'll throw this one out here for you. Do you think tonight was a night that sold a lot of pay-per-views? I think the opening 20 minutes did. I think Hangman and Ospreay totally sold their match. It went from a very interesting match to a match that just put itself in the level of expectation that might be higher than a lot of matches get seen in a very long time here. Dynamite. So, no. Feel like you know you're going to get your money's worth? Yes, yeah. In many ways, I think people's minds have been, like, you're right. A lot of people have had their minds made up one way or the other. And it is a very busy wrestling weekend. I do think a few of these promos might have sold a few NXT people. I don't think as many as you would think, because you do have that TNA World Championship going on between Trick Williams and Joe Henry, right? And the fact that they could actually change the title on a PLE, an NXT PLE. Oh, God. I love how Tony's trolling right now. Where's the entrance music from last week? Let's go, Julia. Yeah. Julia didn't flip that crucifix bomb. That is not good. Hey, David. Good to see you here. But yeah, it's good to see Julia signed on SmackDown now officially, and then it's Julia Hart. I like the fact they're getting to This Is Awesome chat. Julia's going back up again. I thought she got concussed on that crucifix bomb, to be honest. Because I was supposed to be all the way over. No. Oh, there we go. Now we get the trope territory.
One more for the good guys.
Hey, Aiden P., thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Players Pit. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the company. Watch out for the punch, because I think McGee spiked it. He still is not absolutely denying it. Like Tony on commentary? Yeah, like Tony's always been a breath of fresh air since she's been on there. Could you imagine Julia winning this the day before Mina takes on Julia, or takes on Tony, sorry. There's the pin. Could you imagine Mina losing the night before, or a week, 3 days before taking on Tony Storm for the world title? It's a hell of a night of wrestling here. Like, was there a whole lot of wrestling? No, not even close. But this was a go-home show for the show. This go-home was absolutely, it got the point across. And this is how you could do it. Like, this was essentially WWE levels of rates of wrestling in terms of percentage of the show. Oh, here we go. There's a reunion I've been wanting to see for a while. Sky Blue is back. She got back last week. Oh, God, they're both working. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, you guys go. Could this be the semi-main event? Like, I'm sorry, Anarchy in the Arena is going to be the main event. It always has been, always will be. Just because they can literally tear the ring apart. That way they don't have to worry about it after. Oh, and here we go, fighting over the title. Is she going to go Bret Hart here? Yep, she's going Bret Hart. Except Tony put her legs backwards. Oh, my. Luther, hit her. Get her off of her. I could never figure that out, why Luther wouldn't just, pull. Well, there you go. There's the extra story of the story there for tonight. So just a reminder, yes, we are going to be back tomorrow night for Collision. And the fact Mercedes is getting another... Fletcher, Letha, okay. Paragon GYV tomorrow night. So a lot of matches that don't involve the pay-per-view, but have a lot of high stakes. Mercedes, yeah, did have a nice pro. Well, looks like we got our... We ain't done yet, folks. I thought we were wrapping up. Even without Gabe Kidd, there's going to be a... Oh, God. Will's got a garbage can. I'd like to have her get a frying pan. Let's get all the tropes out here. Swerve of the chain. Omega just randomly walking around with a garbage can. Like, this is all nuts here. Yeah, like Ospreay had the big promo with the Hangman. Yeah, like, we only had, what, really 3 matches? And now we're ending, like, this is the chaos that we used to end with during the Attitude Era. Like, before you were entering, like, the Royal Rumble. This is what you would end with. The night before the Royal Rumble, right before a Battle Royal, right before a multi-man match. This is what you would end with. Just everybody beating everybody else up. The only difference is we'd fade to black by now. But this is actually pretty brilliant by Tony Khan here. For those watching on TV right now and waiting for their show. Oh, you mean the things people remember and actually love? Yeah, like, it's a nice little points here, right? Omega Hagen, that's going to be a lasting image for the show. Not the creepy court. Does somebody get knocked out of this match? That's the question. And they're playing the music too. This is like insane. So maybe Omega's the one that gets pulled out of it. If Omega doesn't get cleared for the match, that could be a way we get Kingston back into it here. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of it. This is nuts. Then we got Mox with a chain. This is just a preview. We're probably going to get about a half hour of this going up on Sunday here. House call V trigger combination. And now Joe's got the choke. There's Gabe Kidd. He wasn't announced for the match, though. What the heck? At least we ain't here at fight. Please let this be where we can have an Eddie Kingston. You could bring Gabe Kidd in after. Okay, you want to have Gabe Kidd in? We'll have him in, but we have somebody as well. And that's where you pull in. That's when you bring in Eddie Kingston. My God, the way they set this up for a big pop, we can go. Eddie kicks ass. Yeah, David, we were talking about that. Like, it would only make sense for them to come back because the Bucks are the ones that injured Eddie Kingston, right? An elbow to splash. All right, this is a little bit of insanity to wrap up the show. I believe the term we use is overstimulation, to which I think would be very appropriate at this point. And it's just going to be plain old chaos. It's just chaos for the sake of chaos. It's like, it's amazing. As we fade to black at this point, just... yeah, this was a hell of a go-home show, folks. We do have Collision tomorrow, but it almost feels like Collision is like that PLE in 2K25 now, where we do get to see the little pieces here and there of new feuds that we're going to have, smaller feuds, side feuds. We got Paragon versus GYV tomorrow. We got... Mercedes getting set up for her title match with an extra title eliminator on Saturday, which I assume Mercedes is going to win because you're going to give your first loss to Hayter. You got Speedball and Commander taking on LFI, which, if you're not going to get Kevin Knight, Commander's a very good replacement there, so... and yeah, we're going to get the Nigel Garcia versus FTR contract signing coming up as well. So yeah, we're definitely looking into a great show. And I hope you guys get a chance to join me for Collision tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of excitement, as the kids say. But with that being said, I think we're going to wrap up this part of the show. I normally don't do it on an ad break for Twitch, but they'll still be around when we come back. But for those on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are looking to join us for 2K25, in the pinned comment in the chat is the link to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. Because of DMCA and the entrance music that we use in everything, we do record it exclusively on Twitch, and then we record it. I'll bring it up on. I'll put it up on YouTube as a separate video, and that way I can edit out the music if I need to. So, Eddie Kingston Sunday, I think it's a guarantee at this point. You let Gabe Kidd in the match, you let Eddie Kingston in the match. Even if they aren't officially in the match, Gabe Kidd interferes, and Eddie Kingston comes in for the big save and the big pop. It just makes so much sense in the world to do that. I would highly think that would be the smartest thing to do. So. But yeah, for those on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends where you've seen us. And make sure you join us tomorrow for AEW Collision, as well as Sunday for AEW Double or Nothing. But with that being said, I'm going to bid you adieu, and we are going to pop into the Twitch chat exclusively here. So once again, everybody on YouTube, thank you for being here, and we will see you here next time on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel. Take care, everybody.